Variety's list did piss me off. Now I know that being offended is a choice, right? So
Sure.
I'm choosing to be offended at how fucking ridiculous their list was. So I got my own list. It took a lot of thought. It really did. We said a few weeks ago that Fantastic Four First Steps is a top 10 MCU movie. Now, going through this list, I'll tell you right now, it's not. But one thing I do know, this one was easy for me. The bottom, the absolute worst fucking movie in the MCU, in my opinion, is Thor: Love and Thunder. Are you shocked by that selection?
No, I am not.
Okay. Number 25, The Incredible Hulk. Your boy Ed Norton. Much better than Mark Ruffalo. Can we bring him back in Brand New Day instead?
Right.
Iron Man 3, one of my favorite Christmas movies, Adrian. That's number 22. Number 16, so here it is. Fantastic Four First Steps. It is not a top 10 movie to me. It ain't a top 15, but it's a top 20. Okay. Number 10, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, I did put Deadpool and Wolverine over most of those movies. Number 6, Avengers Endgame. Number 5 is Captain America. Everybody glazes this movie so much and they call it number 1. They get mad at me when I don't, but The Winter Soldier. Okay. And number 1 movie of the entire MCU, in my opinion, is... I'm going full on Aliva right now because Variety's list did piss me off. Now I know that being offended is a choice, right? So
Sure.
I'm choosing to be offended at how fucking ridiculous their list was. Okay. So I got my own list, Adrian. So I got all 37 movies ranked.
Damn.
Now, this is just as of today. This could change, right? Sure. So I'm going to go through my list, and then when we wrap up, I'd love to get maybe your top 10, bottom 10 as well, to see how different those could be. So I'm going to start at the very bottom. It took a lot of thought. It really did. I mean, well, here's the thing. There's a lot of content, too. We said a few weeks ago that Fantastic Four First Steps is a top 10 MCU movie. Now, going through this list, I'll tell you right now, it's not.
Right.
And I think there's some of what they call it, recency bias, maybe.
Yes.
I think I had a little bit of that, Adrian. I'm not gonna lie. But one thing I do know, this one was easy for me. The bottom, the absolute worst fucking movie in the MCU, in my opinion, is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay.
Are you shocked by that selection?
No, I am not.
Okay. The second worst, number 36 for me, is The Eternals.
Really?
Yes. That low. Yeah, are you shocked by that?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Those two, I mean, dude, I don't even want to talk about them. They just pissed me off. Thor: The Dark World is number 35. This is one that I think got some redemption when they included the whole ether / reality stone in Infinity War Endgame.
Yeah.
But to me, that movie was an atrocity.
Okay.
Number 34 for me is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I think Kang was wasted in that movie. I think that the movie sucked in general. I mean, I said earlier I'm not a CGI snob,
right?
But when it's that bad, it's bad, and that movie was bad.
Well, I never saw it, so
that's good.
So first of all, this is probably going to be number 37 for me. It's got to be because I didn't see it, right?
Okay,
but damn, the CGI was that bad.
It was bad, dude. It looked like there was this movie called Spy Kids with George Lopez. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's like a real bad, like straight to DVD movie from like 2005.
Yeah.
It looked like a recreation of that with the same CGI. So go look that up if you haven't. All right, now we're getting into the fun stuff. Number 33, still the bottom 10 here. Captain Marvel. This movie's bad, dude. I did not enjoy it. I enjoyed it more than those other shitty movies. But number 32 for me is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Movie was just like, why? Did you see that one, the second Ant-Man?
I did.
Yep. Would that be in your bottom 10?
Considering all of these others, probably.
Okay. Number 31 is the Marvels. Now, this is where here's the other thing that to take in consideration with this list is there's a lot of good movies in here. More good than bad. So even the bottom 10, I think there's a disparity between 31 and 32. Like Ant-Man and the Wasp I don't ever want to see again.
Right.
The Marvels, I probably would rewatch this at some point. It wasn't horrendous.
You're right. It wasn't horrendous.
Like it what to me, that's where this gap starts, where we no longer have atrocities. Like all those 32 to 37, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Quantumania, Thor Dark World, Eternals, Love and Thunder. You could fucking delete those movies from Disney Plus right now. I would not be mad. The Marvels I thought was okay-ish.
Right.
So that's my number 31. Number 30 is Black Widow. This is a movie I just think it was not bad. I think the biggest thing this thing suffered from was the time that it was released.
Right.
You literally killed off this character in one of the most emotional moments in that movie, Endgame. Mm-hmm. There were several, right? You had the Tony Stark death, but that was a big moment. And then you're going to put her solo movie out like 2 years later. Like, and it takes place before that. That was, I think, a major miss on their part.
Right.
Number 29, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I realized that I talk a lot of shit about this movie, but I don't hate this movie as much as some of these other ones. I do think there are some redeeming qualities to that movie. I know you're not a fan of Namor in this movie.
No.
I actually like Namor in this movie. I like a lot of the stuff with the other tribes. I don't like how quick Shuri becomes Black Panther. I think a lot of it for me is just, I think one of the dumbest decisions they ever made was not recasting T'Challa.
Absolutely.
And it's not out of, I don't think it would be looked at as disrespectful to Chadwick Boseman at all.
No.
I think it's more disrespectful to not recast the character and have that live on in his memory versus killing him off.
Well, they trying to replace him, with a white kid. So that's all that is.
I think Macaulay Culkin's going to play Black Panther in Doomsday.
The Home Alone one or the cracked out one?
Yeah, the cracked out one.
Yeah.
Number 28, Iron Man 2. This movie, and this is in that range of like, these aren't bad movies. They're just not the best of the best for me. Number 27, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Number 26, the first Ant-Man. Number 25, The Incredible Hulk, your boy Ed Norton. Much better than Mark Ruffalo. Can we bring him back in Brand New Day instead?
Right.
Number 24, Thor, the first Thor. Number 23 is Captain America, Brave New World. What do you think about that? Is Captain America, Brave New World better than Thor, the first Thor?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you would reverse that or have Iron Man 3, one of my favorite Christmas movies, Adrian. That's number 22. Number 21, Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. Number 20, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Now, number 19 is the midpoint here. I put Thunderbolts at number 19.
Okay.
Is it crazy to say that to hear me say Thunderbolts was better than Iron Man 2 and 3?
No.
No. Doctor Strange, the first one, is number 18. So now we're in my top 20. Number 17, Captain America, the First Avenger. Number 16, so here it is. Fantastic Four, First Steps. It is not a top 10 movie to me. It ain't a top 15, but it's a top 20.
Okay.
But we're getting into, as we said, the cream of the crop, Adrian, whatever the fuck that means. They're creaming all over the crop, Adrian.
They creaming while they humping.
Yeah. It's not hump day. It's Monday. It's Nga, Adrian. Making Mondays great again. So, number 16, Fantastic Four, First Steps. Number 15, Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 14, Black Panther, the first one. I know you're going to have that much higher than me. Number 13, Avengers, Age of Ultron. I actually realized, we went and did a deep dive on this movie, earlier this year.
Right.
I realized it is actually a lot better than we remembered it. Number 12, Spider-Man Far From Home. Number 11, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. Number 10, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, I did put Deadpool and Wolverine over most of those movies. And that is, that's a fun movie, dude.
Sure.
Is it as, is the story as good as, Age of Ultron, Spider-Man Far From? No, but was it more fun to me? 100%. Number 9, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I do believe that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the best of the Guardians movies.
Okay.
Thor Ragnarok, number 8. I absolutely love that movie. It's one of my favorite MCU movies, obviously. It's in my top 10. Number 7, the OG Iron Man. Number 6, Avengers Endgame. So this was Variety's number 1 movie, Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
I'm putting it at 6. I think it's phenomenal. I just think that we overglaze it a little bit because of the moments in that movie.
Yeah.
Would you say that that movie hits some emotional highs that most movies don't?
Sure.
Right.
Sure. Well, I mean, besides the action, besides the drama, I mean, you got to have some heartstrings being pulled.
Right.
You got to have it.
And they do that better than a lot of movies. But I think not that I'm trying to provide an excuse or a reason, but the thing is, that movie, there was so much built into that movie.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a standalone movie. So I guess it had the ability to do that. It nailed it. But I think as a story, as a whole, there are 5 other movies in the MCU that are stronger. Okay. So number 6, Avengers Endgame. Number 5 is Captain America. Everybody glazes this movie so much and they call it number 1. They get mad at me when I don't, but The Winter Soldier.
Okay.
That great movie, phenomenal movie. That's one, and there's some on this list that are great movies in general, not just comic book movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one that, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a political crime thriller, pretty much.
Right.
But it takes place in the Captain America world. It's more grounded than a lot of these other movies. Bucky as the villain, I think, was phenomenal. Really good action scenes. Number 4, The Avengers, first Avengers. Is it crazy for me to say that that movie's better than Endgame? First OG Avengers.
It's not crazy, but slightly.
Okay. So you wouldn't agree. Well, you know, we'll find out later. Number 3, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now we're in the top 3, Adrian. We are in the holy trinity of the MCU movies, in my humble opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man No Way Home's number 3. Number 2, you know I glazed the fuck out of this movie, Captain America Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I think it juggles so many different characters, so many different elements of this movie. They introduce 2 of the biggest Marvel characters in history, Spider-Man and Black Panther, are introduced into the MCU in this movie. They juggle the whole Cap versus Iron Man. They're continuing the story of Winter Soldier with Bucky being in this. They they give Anthony Mackie's Falcon some growth in this movie. I mean, I just think it did so many things right here. And number 1 movie of the entire MCU, in my opinion, is Avengers Infinity War. Maybe I'm just a sucker for the villains winning, Adrian. I like Empire Strikes Back. I like when the good guys get fucked off a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So Avengers Infinity War, I think the snap is one of the best moments in the MCU history as far as just the impact that had on the MCU for a whole year, you know? That's my number 1. So that is my list right there. I'm sure yours wouldn't have been identical. Do you think my list is better than Variety's, though? Would you at least agree with that?
I would agree with that.
What do you got there? You got your bottom 10, top 10?
I got some tops and I got some bottoms.
Okay.
How about that?
Let's start with the bottoms. Who's
All right.
your bottom?
So let's see. The bottoms, I'm going to throw in... Well, I got to do Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania because I didn't see it.
Okay.
Actually, probably the only one on this list that I did not see. Let's throw in some Eternals.
Ooh.
Let's throw in Captain Marvel. Let's throw in not Ragnarok. Let's throw in
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. What else we got? And did I say Eternals? Yeah, I said Eternals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
Let's throw that in.
Okay. So similar to my bottom 10.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Out of my bottom 10, is there a movie that's in here that you don't think belongs in the bottom 10? So let me go through them real quick. Love and Thunder, Eternals, Dark World, Quantumania, Captain Marvel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, The Marvels, Black Widow, Wakanda Forever, and Iron Man 2.
I actually like that Man and the Wasp. I would move that up a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe even Iron Man 2.
I figured
But I'm
that.
partial for
I figured
Iron Man
that.
2. So
That'd be like asking me about Batman. It's number one. It's number one. It's fucking number one.
There you go.
Nothing else is close.
yeah.
All right. What about your top, Adrian? You got your top. What do you got? Top 3, top 5?
I'll just mention some tops and
Okay.
we'll go with that. So obviously the original OG Iron Man,
Yep.
the one that supposedly kicked everything off, but it should have been Blade. I would say probably 1 and 2 is that and Black Panther. Definitely, I'll do all the Avengers. I'll do all the Captain Americas. The first Thor. I actually liked Ant-Man. I wouldn't put it in top 10 though.
Yeah.
Infinity War.
Yep.
Well, I said all the Avengers, so
Yes.
that includes all that.
What would your number 1 be? I know it's the hard question.
My number
1. All of the MCU.
Oh, and I got to throw. I wouldn't even throw Deadpool and Iron Man in there because by the time you get through the Caps and my number 1, I would say would probably be Iron Man, the first one.
Okay.
Because of what it actually meant to me. It's not the most action. It's not the most. I think it was a transformational moment for Marvel.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's why.
And I mean, like anyone who doesn't watch our show regularly, you're a big Iron Man fan.
Yep.
Like always have been since you first were introduced to the character. I tell even to this day, as much as I'm a Marvel shill, Adrian, my favorite superhero is Batman, has been for a very long time.
Right.
I don't see anyone taking that spot. So I'm going to be partial to Batman content. But the fact that Iron Man was not the most popular Marvel character, for a long time.
Well, for you.
Okay. Well, to you, but I'm saying general, like back in comics, you would, back in the day, Spider-Man would be number 1, right? And then you'd probably have Hulk in there if we're talking Marvel comics.
Right.
But basing a cinematic universe on Iron Man, think about the rights. They sold the rights to Spider-Man and all these other characters. Nobody even wanted fucking Iron Man in the Avengers. Like, keep that shit.
Right.
But for you being a fan, like, did you ever think you would even see an Iron Man movie?
Dude, I'm there with the Wright brothers. I didn't think I was going to see pretty much anything.
Okay.
I didn't think I was going to see, I'm looking out over the dunes and, the Wright brothers out there, doing this shit in the air. I'm like, wow. Even though they didn't actually even create the first airplane.
Definitely not.
But anyway.
But so it was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And then they knocked it out of the park. Like that movie made me an Iron Man fan.
Right. They most certainly did.
Yep.
And have been doing so ever since.
Yeah. So
but I also think they knocked it out of the park with Blade.
Okay. I got that is gonna be on I've never seen that movie, dude.
Yeah, we're all surprised, mate. We're shocked.
You're shocked? Is that your shocked face?
Yeah.
Okay.